If you're like me, every once in a while the interior of your car will develop a stench. Now in my case, a family member who I'm not going to name left their Bonefish Grill leftovers in the backseat of my car. So it's Florida, it's blazing hot. You can actually see the residue that leached through the eco-friendly container. So I actually didn't drive my car for a few days, so I didn't realize it was in there. It's extremely hot, so by the time it had 3 days to marinate, the goat cheese and fish were unbelievably rancid. So first thing I did was I double bagged the offending container, threw that out, and now I'm gonna clean the area with a leather cleaner. This won't get rid of the stench, but you should always clean the area before you treat it. Now we're going to be ready for a JustGone sanitizing kit that's going to sanitize and deodorize the car. So what you want to do is you want to go on justgone.systems and get one of these deodorizing and cleansing foggers. It's an easy to use kit that's going to totally take care of your problem. So the kit comes with this jar, comes with instructions, a 20-gram tablet, a little sign you can put on the door so nobody interrupts your process, a couple of gloves, which are huge, and I'm going to add a shop towel to the process to put underneath the jar in case there's any bubbling over. But there shouldn't be, because you're just going to fill up the jar with water to this little red fill line. And it says that fill line. And for the most part, there shouldn't be any bubbling over. Now, what's really nice about this kit and what makes it different than other kits is the tablet itself is going to create the gassing action. That means it's going to bubble itself. Almost all the other kits are going to require an aerator, you know, like an aerator you'd use in a fish tank. But this one does not. Everything's included. So I'm going to get started. I'm putting a shop towel down in the area of the seat that had the problem. I'm going to put the fogger right there, really close to the seat itself. So I'm actually going to do this process for 4 hours, the sanitizing process, because basically I have a pretty strong odor that I definitely want to fully eliminate. It's permeated all the seats and the car seat for my daughter and all that, so I want to make sure that everything is captured and eliminated. If you have a stronger odor than that, you can actually let it set overnight and that'll work for you. Okay, so I'm putting on the gloves. It is really nice that this kit includes everything, and there's usually a notch on this packaging, and there it is. So you can tear it, you can take the tablet out. Now I'm ready to drop the tablet in. And there it goes. You don't have to panic or anything. It's going to start to effervesce, which you can see. Now I'm going to make sure all the doors are closed. I'm going to make sure that all the doors are sealed up. We're good to go. Nothing's on. It doesn't matter if it was. Nothing's going to explode. All right, so the process is going. I'm going to put my little sign up so that nobody opens the door and interrupts my process. Okay, so hours later, the process is done. You can see by the color of this, all the magic has happened. That's chlorine dioxide trapping and eliminating the odors in your car. That does smell like a freshly chlorinated pool in there right now. So there's a couple steps I'm gonna do to end the process here. First thing is I'm gonna dump the water down the drain. It's no harm to anything. But we're in an open area, so you're perfectly fine. I'm also gonna rinse this container and recycle it. And don't worry, if any of this spills, you just clean it up right away. It's not unhealthy, it doesn't have bleaching properties. So if you spill it anywhere, it's not gonna turn anything a different color or anything. Perfectly safe stuff. You just want to make sure that you clean it up right away. Okay, so the process is done. I'm gonna get in the car. I wanna circulate this chlorine dioxide gas through my air conditioning system. So I'm gonna go ahead, turn that up. Now I'm not gonna stay in here while this does this because it could irritate my eyes or my nose, and I just don't wanna deal with that. It's not gonna kill you, but I just don't wanna be a part of that. Okay, it's about 5 minutes later. So now what I wanna do is turn off the car. I've circulated some of that great deodorizing and sanitizing vapor through the AC system. Now what I want to do is I want to open all the doors and just air it out for like 10-15 minutes. Now, some of you might not like the freshly chlorinated pool kind of smell that's in here. So you want to air it out for longer, or just take a drive with your windows down and it'll dissipate over time. I kind of like the smell because it smells fresh and clean, but that's what you can do if you want to get rid of that smell even faster. So I'm just going to open up the car doors, get the air circulating through there. And I'll leave this open for about 15 minutes. Here's my paper towel. No bubble over from the reaction between the water and the chlorine dioxide. All right, so 15 minutes later, can close all the car doors. And that's it. Smells clean and super fresh. Now I don't have to smell rancid goat cheese and I think it was sea bass. So I'm good to go.